Hey YouTube, it's Donica or Nika Bunny Sings, or whatever you want to call me that isn't so offensive that your mother would cry at how much she's failed. And today we're going to just be doing a lost run. It's running late, and today's video is going to be focusing a lot on mental health. We're going to re-roll this. Of course, we're going to get nothing from it, because duh, that's my luck. I hope you guys are doing very well. Happy Monday. I hope Monday is treating you well and that you're feeling happy and healthy and doing all those good things. I have been having a horrible day filled with horrible news. I don't feel well, and I am not in the slightest thriving. This is not a girl boss day for me. I ugly sobbed moments before starting to film this video. And sometimes there are going to be days like that, especially when you have mental health issues like I do. And even if you don't, there are going to be some days where you just aren't feeling it. I died immediately. We're not surprised. That's how this day has been going. Here to prove to be a little bit of hopefully inspiration for you so that when you aren't feeling good, you're not feeling well, and apparently you can't speak English because that's not it, that you still get up and you do the things that you need to do. Sometimes you will find yourself completely alone. It happens. Don't let it destroy you. It's hard not to, trust me. I mean, callous is fine, but I don't need that. It's hard not to let it destroy you. That my voice cracked for no reason. I promise you I am not going to cry on camera. I would rather actually swallow nails than do that. It's not going to happen. No tea, no shade. I'm not one of those people. It hurts to be alone. It hurts when you reach out and you don't get the response that you need. But I promise you can get through it. You will find people who care about you deeply, and you will get through the things that plague you. I promise. I know it's motorcycles wouldn't be in my videos, that one. I know it's a big, giant promise to make from a stranger, but I promise you it is true. I have been through very many bad things, very, very many horrible, horrible things in my life, and I've always gotten through them, whether or not it took a whole lot of effort. And it almost always did, but I almost always got through it. And that's somebody who didn't have a lot of will to get through it to begin with, and I still did. So that's to say, if you're going through something and you're struggling, alone or with somebody else, you will get through it, one step at a time. It will not be a fast process, but it will be a process much worthwhile. As you only have one life, you don't want to waste it feeling like you can't do the things that you need to do. And so am I terrified making this video? Yeah, I have a pit in the bottom of my stomach. My anxiety is at 40,000, but I've always been very transparent with y'all. I don't hide things. We don't do that. We're not in the business of hiding stuff. I'm very, very vocal about the things that I struggle with and the ways in which they affect me, because I know other people struggle with things and it affects them too. And if I hide it, what good does that do for me or you? It does nothing, honestly. What I keep up a facade that what is up with the fucking motorcycles today, dude? That's like the fourth one going by at fucking obscene, obnoxious speeds. Get a grip, please. Was hoping for a penny. That's fine. I'll take my losses and go fuck myself with them. Remind yourself that you are stronger than whatever fear you're facing. Because I have to do that right now, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified of all the horrible thoughts and things that are in my head. I'm horrified of them. If I come off strong, I'm not strong. I just have to pretend to be, because otherwise, how do I get through the day? How does anybody get through the day if they're suffering? You just do. It might be an ugly process, but you just do. So you will. I promise. Even if you don't want to, you will. Even if you feel like you can't, you will. Even if it feels impossible, you got this. What is going on? Is everybody just driving like a shitsmobile? Why is everything so fucking loud? Make it make sense. I don't understand. Don't stress too much about the what ifs, because whatever will happen will, but I promise you, whatever does happen, you can handle it. You might not feel like you can handle it, and when you're going through it, it might feel impossible to handle. This room has taken about 27 business years to get through. It might feel impossible to handle, but you can handle it, I promise. I gotta sit back. My shoulders and back are begging me to sit the fuck back. Even sitting back is not easy to do when you're this anxious. But my back hurts, and I have arthritis, so I gotta sit my ass back. Just happens. And I also wanted to give you the quick tip that if you are having a hard day, hey man, allow yourself to have a hard day. Your day will only be as hard as you allow yourself to make it, outside of what's already making it hard. So if you're already telling yourself you're a failure because you're struggling, you're gonna struggle 10 times harder. Allow yourself to have the bad day, dude. I promise you, you're allowed to have a hard day. You're allowed to have a bad day. You're allowed to not be able to put 100% into something because you just fucking can't. And that's okay. No. Sure. Mid enough item, but I'll take it. It's fine. Oh my god, I hate these motherfuckers so much, dude. Like, I have a personal vendetta against these hoes. I really do. Especially the champion ones, because, like, how are you going to go invisible? Alright. We did get 2 bombs out of that, though, which is pretty good. We do need keys, but I guess that's okay. We don't get that. Alright. Well, anyways, I don't mean to yap, but hard days do happen, and releasing and relinquishing control of the fact that there are some days that are purely bad. There's baseline things you should always be grateful for. If you have access to food and water, if you have a roof over your head and clothes on your back and lungs that can fill themselves with oxygen and feet and hands that work and limbs that function and, whatever, right? Like, we all want to count the things that we have to be grateful for. On a daily basis, you want to just take a second to think about those things because they're nice to remind yourself of. It's very easy to lose sight of. But, not everybody has their faculties about them, and it's a nice thing to have. It's a very nice thing to have. However, that doesn't erase a bad day, and it doesn't make a bad day good. For some people, that's enough to change their bad day. They can tell themselves God gave them another day or whatever. I'm not religious. Don't work for me. But the idea that you get another day is nice. But for somebody who's severely mentally ill, that's not going to do it. Why didn't I reroll that? This motherfucker's going to kill me. Yup. Damn. For some people, that's verbatim. Oh my god. Of course my green screen wasn't in the right place. Guys, I don't think today is going to go well in a single aspect. It's actually crazy. Some people can simply tell themselves those things and feel better, and that's good. That's a good place to be at, and that's a good way to be. I'm too mentally ill for that, to be frank with you. It doesn't do what it needs to do. If anything, sometimes I count those blessings over and over and over again, thinking, why am I so upset? And then I make myself more upset because I feel like I don't have a right to be upset because I'm not in a war-torn country, missing limbs, or, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, all the things that we are grateful for. And I'm grateful for those things for a reason, but they don't change the bad days. Like, we all have horrible days. We all have very, very horrible days. Do it anyways. Like, this is a bad video. This is verbatim a horrible fucking video. Happy Monday. I'm so sorry. This is a horrible video that I'm going to put out. But it's going to be the video I put out. I'm going to yap a little longer. Because that's all I have in me today. Is it bad? Yeah. Like, objectively, it's really, really bad compared to my other videos on this channel. It doesn't compare. What doesn't compete doesn't compare, bitch. You can't compare apples and oranges. They don't go together. But it's what I have in me. So that's what we're going to put out. I don't feel well, and I feel sick. My stomach hurts, and I'm not doing great, and my brain is in 17 different spots, and none of them are the right spot. And it happens. But I did it anyways. So even if you're like, dude, this is actually dog shit, that's okay. I'm going to pat myself on the back and say tomorrow is another day for me to do a lot better. So if you're struggling, remember, you are loved. I love you. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Take care of yourself. Don't beat yourself up for struggling. We all are struggling with one thing or another. Some of us worse than others. Doesn't matter. Not a competition. Don't put yourself in that box. And I'm here for you. Leave it in the comments down below if there's anything you're struggling with or anything that's a victory or a success for you or anything you did fucking anyways, even though you weren't feeling well. And tomorrow we'll be back with better content. better pizza, better content, Papa John's. We'll be back tomorrow with something a whole lot better, a whole lot more focused, and a whole lot more happy. But I figured, why not make a little mental health lesson out of it and tell you guys, like, hey, I believe in you so unbelievably much. I think you could do anything you put your mind to. I promise you that you can. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And play if the loss for me today. Actually fucking win. I usually do pretty well with the loss. Not today. I haven't been doing well with much of fucking anything. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and I'm sending love your way. Mondays are hard. Bye.